guys, autofanatic here. I'm going to shoot you a quick video on how I clean the GT350 stainless steel exhaust tips. They're a little bit of a pain in the ass because the tips are mounted to the rear valence panel, and it's just really hard to get all around the perimeter without getting some of the conventional metal polishes on there. But I'm going to show you guys how I do it. Metal polishing is part of my business, my non-automotive business. And I use the Gliptone liquid metal polish, medium grade, like I'll show you here. And I use some ultra fine steel wool, cheap microfiber towel, and I always wear protective gloves when I'm using this stuff because it is a petroleum distillate based product. Now, some of these tips that I've seen on cars almost look chrome. I think on the earlier like 15 and 16 models, and then for the 17s and 18s they have like a little bronzish tint to it. So this one's already done. I'm going to show you the other side, and then I'm going to show you how quickly you could just bring these things back to life. I am actually still deliberating on ripping these off, prepping them, and doing a satin black ceramic coating. And I'm going to do that myself, just with the mix it up with the spray gun and shoot them. I just think it might look a little bit better because this finish is not really, some of the interior pieces have this bronzish type tint to the metal, like on the interior around the shifter and the knobs and stuff like that. And also on the rear deck lid GT350 emblem, it has a similar type of tone to it. So I guess that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to just bring this finish all the way across the board. But to be honest with you, I think if they were satin black, I might like them a little bit better, and they would probably stay a hell of a lot cleaner and easier to maintain. So I'm going to move the camera to the other side. Alright guys, so the first order of business, get any rocks and debris outside from the inner portion of the tips. But you have to be careful. There's some sharp edges on here. Don't aggressively do it. You will slice your finger open. And I've done that many times in a lot of cars. So what I usually do is I'll take the ultra fine steel wool, and you take the Gliptone. This stuff is outstanding. It's one of my favorite metal polishes. I wish they sold it in a gallon because I use so much of it for work. And then I'll just do a couple of drops on the steel wool, and I'm going to get the camera in closer, and the chemical makeup of this product just eats away at all of the tar and gravel that gets kicked up around here in New York. And if you go really fast, it'll give it a nice satin high luster finish. Now the good thing about this product, if you use Mother's or any of those paste products and you get it on the plastic, it's going to stain and ruin the plastic. So you have to use a liquid, very thin, viscous polish like this. And this is like a commercial grade product that they repackaged for the retail market, because this stuff, I mean, I tell you, some of the stuff that I do, I buffed out hundreds of feet of stainless steel using this Gliptone polish, using various rotary tools. So then I take just a regular cheap microfiber, and then once this microfiber is trashed, it's going to go in the trash. I'm not going to bother cleaning them. Okay? And like I said, within a matter of a couple of minutes, per tip, you just bring it back to life. Now, you can go in there inside here and clean inside the barrel, but to be honest with you, the inner barrel of the tip is not a finished surface, which means is that it's just raw the way it's been stamped or extruded, and no matter what you do, you're never going to get it to be polished out unless you actually rip this off the car and have an internal ID drum sander go in there and kind of clean this all up. But we're not going to go that far because these things are going to get hit with carbon within the first 10 minutes of driving. And you guys could see, I mean, look at that finish. It's just perfect. And whatever lint you're seeing, that's just off the towel. And you pretty much could just go over it to whatever intensity you desire. So, you see all this nastiness here? Let me just get the camera down in there. Okay? And you see that? Before and after. And being that we have so much loose gravel and in Blacktop because this is New York, one of the worst places to live if you have a car that you enjoy. It just gets embedded everywhere from the heat of the exhaust and everywhere in between. So let's just knock this other one out and we'll start my day. So guys, you know, ultra fine steel wool, the Gliptone medium grade liquid metal polish. I'll put a link to this. You can't really buy this in a lot of stores. I get it locally through a supplier. I buy a lot of this stuff, so he orders it for me. Amazon does have it on occasion. Sometimes they sell a 3-pack of the fine, the medium, and the coarse. I highly suggest you own all 3 of them because you never know when you're going to need it, whether it's for wheels, for an exhaust, something at your home, faucets, whatever you need. This stuff is one of the best polishes that I was introduced to about 8 years ago, and I just love it. So any questions, comments, post it below, autofanatic@yahoo.com. Don't be lazy. Get out there, do your tips. It'll take you about 10 minutes and get back on the road. And if you guys want to see me pull these off and do a ceramic coating, post your comments below. Get enough demand and requests. I'll just rip the bumper off the car in a couple of weeks and I'll do it. See you guys soon. Guys, I totally forgot one last thing here. I use these nylon, these are used for trim tools, and the guys that do my windshield replacements and stuff like that, they give these to me. So what I usually do to get into the crevices where my finger can't go, I take the tool, like I'm showing you here, and then I wrap it over the microfiber like that, and then you just go in there, and this will not harm the plastic. And this is just a little tip that I forgot to share with you guys when I shot the video a few minutes ago. So that's it. And then you have the product, the solution on the rag. You're not going to mar anything. And being that it's nylon, it's safe, it's flexible, and you could kind of go all in here where you can't get with your fingers. And that's the disadvantage of having a tip that's part of the valence panel. You can't really get in there unless you pop this entire piece off the car. So just want to show you that one last tip. See you guys soon.